been able to watch it yet, but I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it contains no new information though. Like, hey, is this fucking concentration camp they have that they sent you to bad? Hey, is the place where they don't turn the lights off and have you like 92 a room and like beat the shit out of you and starve you? Is that place bad, dude? Was it scary? Yeah. Did you? How are you a citizen of this country? No. Okay. They sent you there anyway. Great. You think? Here's the thing. Do you think there are conservative Republicans sitting down to watch 60 Minutes? I hate to be so like defeatist in this moment, but like that's not the audience that they're not. That's not reaching a new. Like it's just me. It's just 40-year-old fucking losers who are like, oh, 60 Minutes is on. You know, like it's not. Maybe I'm just being an asshole right now. Maybe I'm just letting my jaded, awful personality shine through. But like, you know, I will tell you this. The thing that I don't think that I talked about this, but like Amfest, this thing that you see all these. Oh, I forgot about all this shit. Hold on. Amfest is this Turning Point USA hate rally that they're having right now, and first of all, there's a bunch of like conservative creators who are like fist fighting each other because they're all like Cam Higbee is standing up against like the Nazis, and I find myself very, very conflicted because Cam Higbee is just I thought irredeemable piece of shit. I think that, but like he still is, but like just slightly more redeemable than the Nazi, right? Right? So like that's weird. That's a weird moment. That's a weird feeling to sit with. But like they're fighting each other. Amfest, there was this dude who's like, would you like to come to Amfest to be one of our like paid debaters? Basically a paid opponent at Amfest. And I said, yes. My appearance fee is $60,000. And they said, we'll check and get back to you. And then they said, okay. And I said, wait, what is this for? And they said, it's Amfest, Turning Point USA. And I said, okay. My rate is $100,000. And they said, okay. And I said, yeah, I'm busy. So the next time, by the way, that's 100% true. I'm happy to make that video. I think I will like post the receipts. But like the next time that I fucking, yeah, so like there's a lot to talk about there. Mainly that like, they're like, why don't you do it, Good Trouble? Taylor Lorenz wrote this fuck-ass article about like a Democrat cohort being paid by like donors effectively, but that don't have to like, you don't have to disclose where the money's coming from, a 501c4. She wrote, and like it poisoned so many left-leaning creators to the more fervent left base because they had this very loose concept of what that meant. And so, can you imagine? Do you know where that money's coming from? Do you understand where that money's coming from? The Turning Point USA money? Number one, no. Number one, absolutely not. Number one, fucking no. Pass. Pass so fucking super hard. Pass super hard. The biggest pass. Number two, I am not interested in sitting up there with whomever the fuck Nick Fuentes. I don't even think he was invited, but like whoever they would drag, Myron Gay. I don't think they let him in either. I'm thinking of the worst people I can. I have no fucking interest sitting on that stage for them to farm weird clips of me. I don't care. There's a number that at which I would have done that. But like, let it be known. Let it be known. I'm turning down that kind of money to not be involved with shit like that. Period. And I won't. Just so that we're clear. Okay? Is that the actual Aaron Parnas? No. Was it? I can't tell. It was. He didn't. That's so funny. What's up? No, we're just talking about AM Fest. Oh my God, this video. I should have donated it. Cool. You go do that then. I hope that this downloaded. Oh. I need to find this video. Hold on. There's a video of Hayden, whatever the fuck, McDougal. Where is it? Hayden McDougal, the kid, the Nazi, who got absolutely rearranged, right, by the guy from Tropic Thunder. Okay, he was like talking to the guy who smacked him in the face, right, and then like Cam Higby was like trolling him, and there was another dude filming him, and Hayden McDougal, in his brain, was like, this is my time to assert my dominance. This is my time to like right the ship in terms of like all of these weird like hyper masculine dudes looking down on me because I got absolutely bitch slapped in the face in front of the God and everybody. He squared up and slapped some dude. But the way that he did it, I'm trying not to like let my, it was the most effeminate fucking like beta, it was I cannot describe to you it was the absolute opposite thing that he wanted it to have happened. Like I must find this clip and show it to you because like it's preposterous. And he thought for a second, he was like, this is going to right the ship. This is going to do it. Hold on. Cam Paxton, guillotine. Oh, where is it? Did it get taken down? It might have gotten taken down. Have you guys seen what I'm talking about? He literally, you could see the gears turning. You could see the gears turning in his head. And he was like, this is going to be the clip. This is going to be the clip. And the guy who he slapped was just like, I'm going to find it. At the risk of boring you. If you Google Hayden McDougal slap, it's just like the same shit though. I thought I maybe I sent it to myself. No. Oh, there was this.
Last night at an after party, and I gotta say, boy, do they suck.
Older millennial threatened to fight some dude, and then some dude that dude stood up and took his coat off and was like, "Let's go outside." And then older millennial was like, "No, just kidding." Woman propaganda. Did he pin it himself? That's so fucking embarrassing. He's so yeah, dude. He's so desperate. Watch this. I'm going to play it again. At the risk of... These are. The other one, who the other guy sucks also, he's just a Republican guy, but like, core. The power comes from your hips when you're fighting. Core. This was, they're all slapping each other. And he was like, I'm back. God, that's fucking embarrassing. And the kid who got hit, he was just like, completely unfazed, as if a gnat had sort of grazed him. God, dude. Apology not accepted. Just like, you, brother, you went there to like. This one though.
Legitimately, some of the dumbest people I've ever met in my life.
So this guy tried fighting me last night. Well, not really. He challenged me to a fight, got up, walked to the door, said, let's go outside. And when I got up and took off my jacket, he decided not to for some reason.
What do you say to fight? He said, you're an incel. You don't want to fight? Let's go outside. And then now he's like, oh, I don't want to get ransom trouble. I don't want to get into trouble.
Your house is not.
Yeah, we can go through two houses now.
That would be the same.
For context, myself and this random guy were having
That guy's a groiper, though. So, like, again, there are no good sides to any of these fights. But this is the sort of environment that they have. This is their event. This is their event. And they're fighting each other. Some dude was like, who believes that Good Trouble turned down all this money? To go there and do that? I'll show you the email if you want. I'm happy to, Tony. It's got their fucking letterhead and everything. Tony, I wouldn't expect people to understand. Like, I know. Having like principles is tough for some people. I get it. I do understand. What a weird time to be alive. This whole event, this motherfucker, oh God. And Erica Kirk, dude. Hold on, I'm trying to find Tony. Tony, I thought you used to follow me, dude. Something I said? Erica Kirk. This happened. It is December. September, October, November, December. I have grieved pens that I've lost longer than this woman is grieving her fucking husband. Somebody pointed out that she came up and was like, once he got assassinated, which is a very, very sus word choice. And the woman making this video was like, I don't think that she's very smart. Like, I don't think that Erica Kirk is like dealing with a full deck, which I also agree. I don't think that she's cut out for this. I don't think that this was like her lot in life. This is not her fucking bag. Her shitheel, like, idiot husband, that was his thing, but now she's doing it, and she's not cut out for it. She doesn't have the temperament, nor the fucking like background, nor does she have a very good like handle on this entire thing. And so she's not a good public speaker. She's often choosing weird words and phrasing things wrong, and like doing weird things, like grabbing the back of JD's neck in a very familiar fucking way. Like, she's doing things, but like to this woman's point, once he was assassinated, the structure of that sentence implies some sort of like understanding that it was bound to happen, and it was going, like, that is what she said there. And I don't know that she, like, that is too conspiratorial for me. Like, I don't think they would have told her. you know. But goddamn, dude. But goddamn. Also, she said grift. The grifter for it. Yeah, somebody else got there too. She said it like instead of he had such a such a gift, and she said grift by accident. Nicki Minaj be like, yeah, JD Vance is an assassin. Nicki, by the way, why people do this and it's like fucking ruin your career speed run. Like again, okay, so like Sydney Sweeney is a perfect example. Sydney Sweeney, Nicki Minaj, right? Kid Rock, correct. Kid Rock hitching his fucking wagon to this, the same as like the Juggalos. Like that's not surprising. Your target audience, well, fucking Jason Aldean, that makes sense. Your target audience and the Venn diagram of your target audience, Trump supporters, is a much bigger circle, right? Nicki Minaj is not gaining fucking Republican fans. Sydney Sweeney not taking a stance of what she's doing is not like her movie about a lesbian boxer. Who the fuck do you think is going to go like? Do you think that Christian conservatives on the right are lining up to go see your movie because you're taking a fucking wishy-washy stance on like genetic like what are you doing? Who is media training you people? Nicki Minaj, that is a fucking tough choice you're doing. What are you doing? I don't know. Juggalos. So if you're a juggalo in here, I'm sorry. Yeah. Like what? Like what? Think about it. This is not even that difficult. This is like that. That's fucking linear equation. You don't have. Yeah, I don't know. ICP doesn't like Trump. They might not, but like, what's a juggalo? Have you heard of the Insane Clown Posse? So if you are a Insane Clown Posse fan, you're gonna catch a lot of strays tonight, because I'm gearing up. So if you would rather not think of me differently, the Insane Clown Posse hates Trump. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The guys that were like, how do magnets work? The people who are like, I don't know how magnets work, don't like Donald Trump. Okay. All right, man. I don't know, dude. Juggalos hate Trump, it's true. I don't fucking know. You know what? Then never mind. Then never mind. I don't fucking know. What is this world that we're living in? I thought it sure as shit. The blonde one voted for Kamala. I don't know. I feel like this is even worse. If I'm honest, I feel like it's worse. Is nothing the way it should be? The Juggalos are the ones that were like... hang on. The Insane Clown Posse are on the right side of history? That's what you're telling me? That is not further evidence that we perished in 2020 and we are currently living in some sort of limbo-like hell? That's what you're telling me? Okay. This simulation, if that's true, is fucking broken. They broke it. Turn it off. Turn it off, dude. Ugh. One of them endorsed Kamala. Well, I'm glad I didn't offer to eat my hat on that one, because I would have been having a Slice a cap right now. What should we eat? One of them. Okay, fine. What else? This is not it. It's not what I wanted. Okay. If Steve dies, who's Steve? Oh, stranger. No fucking spoilers. Please. I have to wait till Good Trouble Girlfriend gets home. Okay? Don't. I'm struggling to have to like sit through this fucking show as it is. I'm struggling to force myself to pay attention to the show as it is. Am I wrong? Has too much, this is the same thing for Avatar for me. Too much time has elapsed since the last time, and now I'm not invested in this anymore. I feel like the same thing's going to be for Euphoria also. Also, that kid, what's his name, Noah? One of them, the kid who got taken the very first, who grew up to still be in this show, is one of the worst actors I've ever seen in my entire life. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. But, like, I'm very sensitive. If you're acting, if I'm aware that you're acting, it like immediately breaks my suspension of disbelief. It immediately breaks my suspension of disbelief. I'm like, I'm watching a television show. Some of those kids like got better. Some of those kids like continued to become incredible actors. The Dustin kid's incredible. Like, I believe Dustin. He's great. I believe Steve Harrington, believe him. But also, they're all like 32 now. They're all. Steve has a mortgage and he's still at high school, and that that doesn't track. Anyway, Millie isn't good. I don't think Millie is good. Am I wrong? I don't care. Never mind. I keep forgetting that people see what I'm talking about, and this is not with my friends. Like, there's a chance that Millie hears me talking about this. I don't want to never mind. I take it all back. This is all a joke. Don't tell her I said that. I keep forget that I exist on the internet. It's gonna be full of DMs. Good Trouble said these. Please don't. I should also mention, to my defense, I have been half paying attention this entire time. As I mentioned, I have been vaguely paying attention to this fucking show. Oh, so many problematic people in that show. Also. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to go see Avatar. I don't care. Sorry, to change subject. I don't care. I saw some breakdown about Avatar, about how like we had a Trump supporting oorah white dude who cracked a leftist baddie at a protest and became a Marxist, and that was the funniest read on that. The plot of that movie. I think that's so funny. That's the plot. We had an oorah fucking white military guy go and like fall in love and is now a leftist and now protects the trees. I think that is pretty funny. Also, I would have to go rewatch the second one because it was very unremarkable to me. And the second one is 3 hours long. And I don't want to sit through that to figure out what's going to happen. And so, I have no interest in seeing the third one. Sorry. Dances with Wolves in space. Yeah. Or Fern Gully in space. Or any number of other. Couldn't get through the second one. Yeah, so it's Fern Gully. Speaking of, okay, this is one of those moments. I was just talking about how if your acting takes me if I can tell you're acting, I'm no longer interested in what you're doing. The minute that Giovanni Ribisi came on screen on the first one, the very first one, Giovanni Ribisi was talking about it. He's like, it's unobtainium. They have unobtainium on the, and I was like, I am out. It was like it hit me in the fucking face with a shovel. What? Unobtainium? That was you have at your resources, at your disposal, every creative mind in Hollywood. And they were like, what are we going to call the thing? How about unobtainium? The minute that word was uttered on screen, I was like, fuck this movie. Actually, fuck this movie. You couldn't. When Ryan Gosling did the papyrus skit on SNL, it's basically the same thing. It was as lazy as the papyrus choice. It was just as lazy a choice. They were just like, fuck, who cares? Papyrus. What are we gonna call this thing? I don't. Who cares? Unobtainium. We're late. This is same vibe, dude. What are we talking about? Jesus Christ. Missed you guys. 1,000 people listening to this shit. That's crazy. Am I intoxicated? I wish. Maybe I should start. No. Drank enough yesterday. Went to a funeral yesterday. I had a whirlwind 24 hours. Got on a plane midnight, flew to Boston, did a funeral, said hello to my family, back on a plane, and now I'm talking to you. It's okay. It's fine. It's good to see them. I'm sad, my 2 older cousins who have 15 years on me live in Boston, and their 4 kids, 2 different families, 2 different kids, they're all still over there. And I was able to see them, obviously, a lot more than I am now. And it's tough. I miss, having family. Are they wicked smart? Let me just tell you something. Our family is so funny. My uncle whose wife passed, was a award-winning math professor. Math professor, meaning collegiate level, award-winning math professor. Okay, and had his daughter, my cousin, was a tenured professor at MIT and left to go and do robotics engineering and some other shit. And my other cousin is an English professor and a novelist. Okay. So again, And then and they have me, who is their cousin, same bloodline, theoretically. Up until very recently, was just basically a scumbag pro cyclist artist. So, yeah, we got the gene split. It goes crazy. It's nuts. Nobody we got the absolute bottom of the barrel. I ride bikes. That's exactly it. But they're very, and so, oh yeah, okay, so sorry. My little cousin's now, and is still in high school, and is just like leading the debate team, but is also like kind of an athlete, weirdly. And then the other one is a chess master. This girl, and is like a very kind of bubbly, blonde, like normal human being, but is like nationally ranked at chess. Beats her math professor dad. Crazy smart. And then there's us, who I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's very funny sitting in that room with them because they're all very nice too. Then they're all like very supportive of this whole thing. They're like, we watch you and we talk to our friends about what you're doing, and it's so funny. And like my brother, who is an accomplished lawyer, an accomplished partner at his firm now, is just sitting there, and they're like talking to me about like, you're doing so good. Like yeah, I'm pretty great. It doesn't make any sense. Like it's all upside down. It's all upside down. It's very funny though. We had a good laugh about that on the way home. I was like, you spent all that time at law school. Nobody cares. I gotta get my digs in somehow. Especially because I'm gonna end up living in his fucking pool house someday, so. If I have to keep turning down RNC money. Ugh. Yeah. Anyway, so it's been a couple of days, is I guess what I'm trying to say. It was like a fucking pretty intense 24 hours. That, my brain went there because someone was like, are you intoxicated? And I was like, I have been for the last 12 hours of that journey because we needed some. Basically, when we arrived at the airport, we started to remedy the situation. But I'm not now. I was talking about how like I feel absolutely fucking awful, and yeah, we're gonna start locking in. Although we are gonna go have New Year's, so we'll see. Are you surprised at Nick Fuentes attacking Trump? No, dude. I've said this before a couple of times. Nick Fuentes doesn't believe half the shit that he says. And the other half of the shit is sort of like undercut by the fact that he said something completely separate 2 minutes beforehand. He will waffle. He will oscillate between the same topic on both sides for fun. It is this weird, like Joker-like nihilist bullshit, and and it's very lucrative. And so, like, I watched a clip of him just now, like saying some dude came up and said something like that he has said, and basically Nick Fuentes just ripped into his supporter who paid to have him read the comment, which is like was just awful, and was just like, you're an F slur, like this, that's R slur, you're an R slur for even saying that, like you said that. There's a smash clip of you saying exactly what this kid's saying, and like, so he'll just do this so that you like, anyway. So no, to answer your question, I don't think that it's surprising that Nick Fuentes is attacking Trump. That position, Nick Fuentes attacking Trump, that position is like rooted in his fucking anti-Semitism. I know that's a large jump. Trump is not far right enough. Trump is not as much of a Nazi as Fuentes would prefer. That's the root cause of Nick Fuentes' like position on this is that he wants Trump to cut ties with Israel entirely, not for the reasons that we should, but because he is like assigning this. So that's why he's doing that. Not to stave off a fucking genocide. Remember, Nick Fuentes hates brown people. Like very on the record, doesn't get, but is a very useful tool to talk about Israel in the way that he wants by co-opting Palestinian suffering to say that like, oh yeah, see, Israel's bad. He just hates Jews. So it's great. He's great. Yeah. How long did it take you to make the decision to move? Nobody. Kind of a long time. It really was because we had friends. You know, you have a life. You like get set up and like you have work, and it was just this perfect storm of like most of our friends had moved, and rent was going up in Boston, and I got hit by a car. And the friend who I was renting from was going to sell his house. So we're like, do we sign a lease? We have to move. So do we sign a lease here, or do we try something new? I was very concerned about like getting set up here, and it did take a little while, but we just had a holiday party hours before I had to get on a flight, and we had like 17 or 18 people here to come to our little holiday party, like friends that we made, and that is representative of like 16 friends that we have here and not at home. So I was and it's very, I feel like it's very hard. Everybody knows it's very hard to make friends as an adult, but I feel like we really did a good. I feel like we got pretty lucky, but that's a big consideration. And Cat's still sick. Do you recommend? I think it's pretty easy. Colorado's like, it just depends. You got to get a group. Like the other thing I was concerned about is like, I've met all of my like modern friends through bike racing, and like I'm not doing that anymore. And so like how I've made friends historically in a new place was like I go on group rides, and like if you show up on a group ride a couple of times, you're bound to like meet people and go on rides, and like so you spend a lot of time out there, and so those people become your friends. And like I'm straight up not doing that. Like you can't really do that at the gym. You see people and you're like, hey Dan, really love your expedition or whatever the fuck. And you go hiking, but you got like find plenty. I don't like volleyball. People play volleyball. That's how you make friends. You just go do a thing. You start doing a thing that you like. You find a group of people doing the same thing that you like, and then you. So like, yeah, our thing has been going to shows. We've been going to a lot of music, and we've been meeting people that way happily. Friends of friends. Fuck pickleball. But yeah. Anyway. What are you listening to? My boyfriend met you at the show. That's very funny. Isn't that crazy? I've seen like this year, I should tally it up. I think it's been like 20 plus shows, which is nuts. 25 shows. Join a hockey league. I wish my back could hold up, Forsberg. I vaguely remember that. I'd like to play. Maybe I'll try. Gemini, it's probably in the cards pretty soon. I just want to make sure she's road-worthy. Maybe this summer. Maybe this summer we'll try. We'll do a week out there. Go see Kellen. Drive around. How about skiing? Yeah, I feel like fine. I'm terrified. Can I explain to you, like, this is never... My back is so fucked right now. Like, and it's never not fucked, but when you're injured, you like do things different ways. Like you compensate, you lean down differently. You subconsciously you protect the thing that's injured. Your brain it does a really good job of like subconsciously like compensating muscularly with like everyday actions. You might not even realize that you're doing it. And so like I try not to hinge my back to like pick something up. I try to like not hinge at my waist. I try and like bend my knees to protect my lower back, which has 2 bulging discs, and my neck, which has 2 bulging discs. And like at the vet the other day, I like crouched down, as I've done a million times, to protect my back, and something fucking let go, and I've not been right since. And I did the same thing the other day. I was in my closet just going for a pair of shorts, and rather than hinging over, I like crouched down, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't do that, and then immediately thought I like completely locked up my entire belt line. That's a long fucking story to say that like it's happening in ways that are like very debilitating. And so if that were to happen at like the gym or on a mountain somewhere, I would be in real trouble. Like really bad, scary trouble. Like would not be able to get down the fucking hill. So I don't know that skiing is in my cards at the moment. I think somebody said this is 40. That's not true. I don't accept that. I think that people like this is an injury. I think that you can be 40 and do like mobility exercises and be in the gym and not be sort of like prone to injury. It's, you know, I think step 1, don't get hit by a car. Step 1, avoid being massacred by an Audi. And then step 2, mobility exercises. I'm gonna go, I told you, insurance kicks in January 1. I'm going to mash the fucking deductible. I'm going straight for its throat. I'm going straight at it. PT, fucking therapy, brain drugs, fucking dermatologist, going straight, just knocking so many things off my list. Dentist, yeah, right. Dentist is absolutely one of them, actually, so thank you for reminding me. And now I have dental. How did I get insurance? The same way everybody else gets insurance, through their partner. Guess what, by the way? Guess what? Her premium, this is how I know this, by the way. I was paying out of pocket, and her premium is 90% more than what it was last year. 90, almost double. It had nothing to do with me either. I doubled that. But yeah, we'll see. Make special appointments now. They have huge wait times. Yeah. Yeah. True. It's hard. I mean, I don't have an insurance number yet, so I can't make those appointments. But like, I'm talking Jan 2. I'm calling 4 doctors. I know who I'm calling. Nico, that's what I was paying also. This is a sad convo. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Anyway, sorry. You're right. Let's talk about more fun things, like the state of our union. True. 5 years? That makes me furious for you. DOG released a video of Epstein unaliving only to leave it. They released a doctored fucking video. Well, this is... Sorry, yeah, let's talk about this for a second. I went on record. I don't know how many of you were listening to this, but I went on record at the time being like, they're gonna redact this, but they're going to fuck up because there's like the information contained in these things is so like vast and interconnected that there's gonna be something that is going to like be a string on the sweater that is going to unravel something. And like that happened immediately. Like Necessary Noise, who's in here sometimes, found a photo that was missing in the like list of photos. Like the number was missing, and then they forgot that they had published it, and they had already released it, and it was a photo of Donald Trump in a drawer in the fucking, and like other shit like that. Like some of the fucking so like the story of that they were trying to protect the victims unraveled instantly, because they're like, look, you already released this, we found it. And there are other instances of them just redacting Donald Trump's name out of documents that they had already released, just Donald Trump. So you're not redacting victims' names, you're redacting the president's name. That's insane. So despite their efforts, illegal efforts, I might add, despite their fucking illegal efforts to try and continue to like abscond or like not release all of this information that they said that they were going to, people are still finding out inconsistencies with the story, which we knew was going to happen. I said that fucking instantly. They're like, I was like, there's too much information here for them to be able to do this in a good way. And they were right. Yeah, anyway. AK, not yet. I did see that, Jared. Surprising absolutely nobody. What was I going to tell you? Nerds. I had something to tell you, but I can't remember now. How many of you participated in the fundraiser, but aren't in the Discord? Christine, you're not in the Discord? All right. Well, that's alarming. I want to get you guys back into this. I would like for more of you guys to be in the Discord. You should join. First of all, consider resubscribing if you haven't. It helps. It helps the channel. But here's the thing. What I wanted to say was, I think like I offer my. There's first of all, I do little updates. Like if I'm missing for 2 days, I'll update Discord. I think the one good thing to come out of our little dust up on Discord so many months ago was like that was a really good suggestion, and I try and stick to that as much as I can. So like updates are good in there, but also like stuff like immediately following the fundraiser. I'm kind of like out of it, tired, and went live for 7 hours trying to like play auctioneer and do this shit. And like it's and immediately following and the day after, I was able to like express my profound fucking gratitude for you guys, and also like not for nothing, it kind of we'll talk about where the funds are going and how much we did and what we're doing, and like, but it's nice to be able to say, hey, super thanks. And I kind of lose track that all the people that are in here are not always in there, despite there's like 3,500 people on the Discord, but that's not representative to everybody who isn't in there. And so that was a long walk to say that I'm so grateful for everybody who participated, and it like words genuinely sometimes fail me to when I like really try and comprehend what a special little community this is, and it really means the world to me to like not only have your support, but like for you to have each other and support each other in ways that like I think there are other little communities on the internet that do this, and that's great. I think that we have a nice. I know that there are a lot of people in this community that aren't in any other community, and that's cool. That's a cool. Not in an isolating way, but like it is very tight knit, unique, and that's a cool thing. And so I didn't want you to not hear me tell you, and I'm gonna miss a lot of people who aren't here, but I wanted to say thank you. Even though that's not, those words don't sort of encapsulate how I feel about it, but it is, it's a big thank you from me for you guys that donated and participated and like didn't get anything, despite raffling off a literal pile full of lady accessories and candy. But so I want to say thanks, big time thank you. And I am sort of like, I don't want to say recovering from the last couple of days, but I am. And so this week, hopefully, I'm going to take the GFM and have it deposited, and then the Venmo to have it deposited, and then take those two tallies, show you everything, and then we're going to disperse that amongst the people that we've decided who it's going to, and then all of these things are going to get shipped out to you. These are, when these disappear, you'll know that they're out. But that comes probably a little bit later this week. I have to get poly mailers, and I have to print out all your fucking addresses, and I have to, I have to print out that one sweatshirt and send it to somebody. I have to tell Dave Sweet Tooth who's getting their little Yetis. So it's kind of a lot of housekeeping on the back end of this, but it's gonna happen. So I do need a minute, but I want you to know that I'm working on it. But thank you. So thanks. That's what I'm trying to say. Appreciate you. I saw April. Thank you. I was whirlwind last couple of days. Discord would be a shamble without April. My life would be a shamble, in shambles without April. I know that that's very true. Oh, she got everybody's addresses. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, so thanks for everybody that participated and offered to donate stuff, and we didn't get to even do that, but hopefully maybe next time. We'll do it again. We'll fucking do it again, dude. Yeah. Cool. Music is killing you. Is it that loud? Let's see what we can do about that. Where is this song? Okay. What else? I think I might call it a night, honestly. I know that this was not our normal. I'm gonna make a background, I think. Try and get people talking about shit. What's the name on Discord? We should really. I think in the new year we're gonna have a meeting, Discord mod meeting, and then try and figure out how to get more people in there. I think we need to do that. We need to address it. But oh yeah, thanks Rackart. Archive.org. Is this gonna work? Oh fuck yeah, dude. Rackart, huge. This is just somebody who recorded this. You posted this in that Discord. Should we just listen to this? The link to this is in our Discord. Is it weird if I just watch this with you? I can't show it to you because they'll fucking ding me.
Honestly.
Thanks, Mel. Is this okay? Can we just do this? Or is this boring? Oh shit. Not even a fucking parking ticket this kid had. Not even a parking ticket. 4 points out of 8. Christian needs to put her here. This kid is gonna get hit in the nose last. Kimberly, yes, please. Very interesting. Like, that's year one. That's year one. Right? That's the only thing I'm thinking of is, okay, so that was the first year. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. So they, couple things stand out to me. That woman at the end was just like, bringing this case to public view and having it tried in the court of public opinion is very important. And like, her saying that and then having fucking Barry Weiss be like, nah, we're not even gonna do that and we're gonna pull this, is like, kind of goes to her point, which is like, that's probably true. If people were to hear this, it's likely that like, is my mic? No, sorry. This one? Better? Better? Worse? Okay, great. Sorry. So just to reiterate, that the woman speaking at the end there was like, it's important to try this case and bring it to the court of public opinion because like that's going to change like how America deals with this. And that being in that particular documentary that this woman, the head of CBS, pulled in an effort to not let that happen, really sort of reaffirms her point, which is that it's important that people see in the daylight what America is doing to human beings, right? That's number one. The other thing is that like they're trying this with people who they, for all intents and purposes, think that like people aren't going to miss, people that aren't going to cause a stir, and they weren't counting on the fact that like we actually do care about that. But they're trying to send people to Uganda and to countries that they have no sort of connection to because they can. They're just this. The overwhelming sense that I got was that this was their like foray, their attempt to see how much they can get away with. The first concentration camps were not in Germany, right? So, and you know, first they came for X, and I didn't stay up, or it didn't stand up because I was not X. So that's pretty bloody alarming. I mean, look, I tend to be a fucking catastrophist these days, but I also have not been that wrong about most of this shit. And I'm not some idiot Nostradamus. I'm not the only person connecting these dots. It's not that hard to connect these dots. So, you know. Plugging in the microphone. Cool. Yeah, pretty alarming. I would not last very long in there. I think night one with the lights on, I'd be pretty much done for. And if they're trying to put me in a stress position with my back, I'd be pretty much so. Not looking forward to it. When they start rounding up political dissonance, I'm not excited. That's for sure. It's going to be a bad time. What's Trent saying? Kill, refill, Bill? Let's see if Trent wants to come talk to us and explain what the fuck that means. Trent follows me. I'm not sure what that is in reference to. Okay. I think I'm going to call it a night. I know it's a kind of a bummer note to end on, but I'm also pretty haggard from the last couple of days. Ugh. So I think I'm just going to make myself some tea and go to bed. You know, we'll try and get back in the swing of things. And I'm here all by myself. So we can scream into the night on Christmas Eve together. And tomorrow and the day after that. But I don't know. Sick. Appreciate you guys. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for tolerating my stream of consciousness. See you tomorrow. I'll try and come on during the day too. Now that I can do that. Control girlfriend's not here. I'm walking around in my underwear. She makes me wear pants, which is a bummer, you know. Okay. Love you, mean it. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah, so how it is.